Hello, I'm all decked out in black, as you can see. I'm not in mourning. In fact, I'm in celebration because, well, not only is it nearly New Year, but because it's nearly New Year, I thought I'd do a quick year in review of just everything that's happened on this channel in that time. And just to really give a big thank you to all of you. It's been a phenomenal year, really, for the channel, I should say. I mean, if you were to compare to previous years, this has by far and away been my best year on YouTube. It's been phenomenal. So in 2018, we've had roughly 2.8 million views across the entire channel. That is an increase of about 1.6 million from the previous year when we had 1.2 million total. Just absolutely phenomenal increase. And of course, with that comes an increase in other metrics. You see a doubling in other areas. So the total watch time has gone from 5.7 million to 14 million minutes watched on my channel this year. I'm so pleased that you all took the time to do that. That means if you're doing the mathematics, that the average view duration of my videos has also increased. So you're sticking around for longer per video in 2018. It must be something in the air. So again, thank you for that. And the best metric, my favorite metric out of all of these, is the comments. The comments have more than doubled. They've gone from 9,487 in 2017 to 23,000 comments across my channel in 2018. That's a lot of comments. Hopefully you do forgive me if I haven't responded to all of your comments in this time. A little tip, I am more likely to respond to comments in the first hour after the video has gone out. Hopefully now that I've told you that, we'll see an increase in comments in that first hour. Of course, that does rely on you seeing the video there. One metric that has doubled is the number of dislikes on videos has gone from 1,034 dislikes to 2,238 dislikes. That sounds like a lot, but when you consider that everything else has more than doubled, that's to be expected. And in any case, the number of upvotes, the number of likes, has gone from 34,641 to 98,553. So who cares about the dislikes? They're not important. Anyway, I don't really ever focus on them, especially when the other number is so big. I'm getting arrogant now, but this isn't about me. It's you that's liking the videos. I'm just putting out content that you happen to like. You know, so it's a win-win for both of us, is what I'm saying. No, in all seriousness, that is very encouraging for me to see, because it tells me a lot. You know, I think if I was seeing a higher ratio of dislikes going up to likes, then I'd want to do something about my channel. It tells me I'm on the right track. Actually, all these metrics tell me I'm on the right track. The number of shares of videos has doubled. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing my videos. I appreciate it when you do that. Other people that wouldn't ordinarily get to know who I am or what these videos is about get to join our community. You know, our community of YouTube people that like stuff about America and Britain and language and travel. It's hard to sort of pare it down into one unique entity, one unique genre, I suppose, of what I do. But that's just sort of a quick breakdown of how our numbers have exponentially grown during the last 2 years on YouTube, and it's fantastic. And of course, it's an old cliche, but I really couldn't have done any of this without you, except for Uncle Toby. You don't count. Stop watching my videos. You're banned. So what's changed on the channel in 2018? You know, what might have been the precursor to some of these statistical increases? Well, I did launch Distant Words. That is a show in which I look at some of the differences and the reasons, the historical reasons behind the differences between British and American English. And that was something that you told me you wanted to see more of. I even put out a poll that said as much. So I have been focusing quite heavily on that this year, and just sort of really drilling down into some of those myths that you hear about American English and about British English, and trying to find some intriguing ways of telling that and of reporting that to you, and I'm glad to see that you're as interested in it as I am. I want to call attention to a couple of videos that have hit some big numbers and that have piqued a lot of people's interest. I think a lot of you came to my channel through these videos. Firstly, 11 words that Americans love asking Brits to say. That was from about 2 years ago now, that video. It was back in the day when I liked to do those kind of videos that were more observational of people's opinions of language, but I've sort of moved on from that sort of video now to try to look at the facts and figures behind them, and those are becoming popular too. But it looks like you enjoy, you know, those videos where I talk positively about the United States, because there is a lot of positive things to be said, and again, I like to base that on facts but also on my own observations. And so a video I did recently back in November, which is 10 things I've learned about America since moving here, that one did very well, and a lot of you did come to me because of that, and I'm very thankful that you did. You know, you should expect, I think, in 2019 to see more videos of that ilk, just talking about my experiences and some of the good things that I've learned. I do like to try to keep things positive. People sometimes ask me in the comments, you know, why don't you rant and rave about politics? And I just think to myself, why would you want to watch that? Yes, there's a lot of things to be said politically about my country, about the United States of America right now. Other people are doing that. I have my political viewpoints, don't get me wrong, I certainly do, but I don't feel I need to air them right here. I feel like if we just keep this neutral, we can have an actual conversation in the comments that's devoid of all of that mess, so that you don't end up hating me and I don't end up hating you, and we can actually think with our brains rather than with our hearts and our emotions, you know. I like to sort of, you know, teach, educate, entertain through the guise of history and through the guise of geography, as you've seen, and linguistics. But when it comes to politics, you take all that into account that I put out there educationally, and you can make up your own mind politically. That's fine. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to entertain, I think, and to somewhat educate, although I need to educate myself on a lot of this as well. I mean, it's part of the learning process. I'm learning with you, and you're seeing me learn as we go along, and it's been a big learning curve, I think, in 2018, and something that's proven very exciting for me. I've taken on a lot of information, and because Vlogmas has just happened and I needed to get videos out quickly, you know, a lot of those videos, a lot of that information was just flying out of me. It wasn't that I had to research much of it, because it was already taken on board throughout the year and in other videos, and that was really nice. Speaking of Vlogmas, actually, that's proven, you know, one of the best YouTube experiences, probably the best, actually, YouTube experience I've ever had. It's been phenomenal. That's why I chose to extend it for another week, and I'm very thankful that you were excited that I did that, so thank you for that, and thank you for all the encouragement you've given me throughout Vlogmas. That has proven immense and very much needed. But Vlogmas has taught me a lot about YouTubing. It seems weird that I'm still learning, doesn't it, I suppose, after 3 years, but I've learned an immense amount. I've learned that I can take an online quiz and turn that into a video, right? That started out, the reason I did that to begin with is it was really fast. It's a very fast video to make. You just film yourself taking a quiz. You barely edit it because it's just you taking the quiz uncut, right? And so it doesn't take much editing time at all. And that was, you know, like I said, that was part of the impetus behind doing it, since I needed to get things out quickly during Vlogmas. And they've proven popular and they've proven interesting because they're a sort of good avenue by which to be able to tell different stories, or maybe sort of bits of knowledge that I have perhaps around a certain area, and just get that off my chest and put it out there. And it's proven brilliant. And because I'm putting those out there, there's these elements that, you know, I'm quite ignorant about, or that there's a bit of a naivety in a certain area, a nuanced area, and you set me straight in the comments, and then that sticks with me. You know, it's constructive criticism, again, which I very much appreciate. Come the next time I take these quizzes, I should be 100% because I've learned from you. It's a great way to learn, is to put out to an audience and then just have you tell me where I went wrong. Thankfully, I think for the most part I've been doing okay on those quizzes, but I think in 2019 you will see me do more of these quizzes, particularly GeoGuessr. That went down really well with you just the other day when I tried to guess where I was in America at Google Street View. It was so much fun, and again, it's really nice and efficient to get out. You know, it's fun to do, it's enjoyable, and yet it doesn't take all that much time, and it's something that very much, I think, fits in with the tune of my channel, specifically the Finding America series, and so it just sort of ticks all the boxes. I won't bombard you every day with them, that could get quite incessant, but you will see a few of those pop up throughout the year, I think, as well as some of the quizzes. And speaking of 2019, I do have some goals to reach for next year. One metric that I didn't mention for this year is that we went from 14,000 subscribers on January 1st to roughly now 37,500, which is phenomenal. That's quite a huge jump. That's a much bigger jump than I've ever seen on my channel. I mean, just for a bit of context, last year we added 10,000 subscribers in the year 2017, and in the year 2018, if you're doing the math there, and as I'm trying to do in my head, that's roughly what, 23,500 500 subscribers. So we've more than doubled the number of subscribers we added this year compared to last year, which is phenomenal. And so now we want to keep that exponential growth going next year. And my goal has always been, at least going into the end of this year, my goal for next year is to reach 100,000 subscribers. And I think you can help me achieve that, as you've very much helped me achieve the numbers that we've achieved so far. Most of you, as I pointed out in a video that I did the other week, are from the United States, so a particular thank you to my viewers here in the US, whichever state you may be in. But also a big thank you to the other countries that watch me. Of course, the United Kingdom is big on the list, is second, but also Canada. We have some lovely fans up in Canada. Australia in 4th place, so it's a lot of the Commonwealth countries, and then Germany right there, India as well, Ireland, Sweden, and Netherlands. They're making up the top 10. So big thank you to all of you in those countries. And you know, I do spend a lot of time asking my American viewers, you know, what they would like to see, and of course I'm always open to those suggestions anyway. But those countries that I just mentioned, if you are in those countries, you know, let me know, what videos would you like to see me do? Is there something that that pertains to your country or your experiences of the English-speaking world, or of America, or of Britain, that you would like me to go into? And any country around the world really that watches my channel, please put forth your suggestions and let me know what I can do. And you know, let me know in the comments which country you're from. Most of you are going to say the United States, as I pointed out. Looking forward to 2019. I think it's going to be a big year for this channel. Obviously, as I said, my goal is 100,000 subscribers, so it better be a big year. But yes, I just want to say that I hope you all have a phenomenal new year, however you celebrate it. We are, of course, going to be back to a regular schedule, I've never pronounced it schedule, as of January. And in the first video of January, I'm going to do it. I'm going to come clean. I'm going to tell you what I did in Salt Lake City. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching this episode of Lost in the Pond. Don't forget to hit my stupid little face to subscribe, and please share this video with the world. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and if you would like to support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/lostinthepond.